Everybody, Aaron here, and I am recapping the day that involved me booking everything for my own 35th birthday. So, my schedule for once in the middle of the week was completely cleared, and I decided to take advantage of it and do all of my booking now as opposed to waiting until doing it on a Saturday, which would probably have been a lot harder. So, I head south from my house for about 15-20 minutes by foot to catch the Brampton 501 bus because a couple months ago, York University, which is the end point of that bus, got its own subway station in Toronto, for those of you who don't live in the GTA. So I went on it, and, well, the hits, shits, and splits of this route to Salad King, my favorite restaurant in the whole world, are as follows. Hits, it is a lot cheaper because it's not involving GO Transit. Shits, it took me 2 hours and 45 minutes to get to downtown Toronto when in a GO bus or GO train, I'm there in an hour and a half in bad traffic, maybe an hour 45 at the most. Splits, I actually could get off at the 501 at the Vaughan Metro Center as opposed to York University, which is now the northernmost point, but Vaughan Metro Center is basically still a glorified construction site. I saw a vending machine with nothing in it, basically. So I finally get to Salad King. I'm treated amazingly there, as always. Had my usual, which I'm not allowed to discuss because it's a secret. I actually got out at College Subway stop and went south because I just was not feeling what was going to be the inevitable crowd at Dundas Square. As I come out of Salad King, which involved not only a meal itself, but me basically telling the assistant manager, this is what's going to happen with my birthday. I don't know how many people are going to be coming until literally the day of, and she actually, I may or may not have delayed a meeting just to give me a business card so I can call the restaurant directly, ask for her directly, state my intentions, and if somebody else picks up the phone, I'm to insist that she takes the phone call because she's expecting it from me. I may be 3 feet out the door of Salad King, and I get a phone call from my lawyer. I may have lined up something in Australia for a job, and I told him that would not be necessary because I demanded too much money to relocate there. And he went, oh, okay, just come into the office, sign off on what we just discussed, and you're out the door. Okay, go to the office. The paperwork was already at the desk. I signed it, handed it back to him. Used his bathroom. Altogether, I was out the door in less than a minute. Because I only used the bathroom to use the hand sanitizer. Because ever since the SARS outbreak of 2003, I'm kind of addicted to putting my hands in hand sanitizer whenever I can. In fact, I'm going to do so now. So I walked about 15 to 20 minutes west on Dundas West until I got to Mystery Room Online. And the facility, it's 2 facilities, one on each side of the street. I went to the side where all 3 of our escape rooms are. And there was a gate and a lock. But there was a phone number there, so I called the phone number, and the receptionist at the building across the street went, yeah, just come over here and book. So I crossed the street, got there, began the bookings, which I am now going to read off once I access my Gmail. So, the Pirates Room, which is the one that's going to have Doug Droog, Samantha Ferrens, and Damon in it, among a few others, I hope. The Pirate Room will be 2:45 to 3:45 p.m. on Saturday the 14th. Team Pocket Aces Poker, aka the one that Anthony Toda and Mike Fitch, among others, are going to be in, will be at 4:15 to 5:15. Everybody that wants to come to Salad King from there, it's either a 20-minute walk or 15 to 20-minute walk or 5-minute streetcar plus another 5 minutes to walk. It's a relatively nice walk and will be a large group, so that's I'm cool either way. We should be at Salad King for 6. Dinner until 7 or 7:30 or 8. I might miss the Saturday night game on April the 14th, but if I get there, I might make the 9 o'clock game. And finally, the Sunday, aka the Resident Evil room, is just 4 to 5 o'clock, and we would just go to Salad King immediately thereafter, because I'm only doing the one room on the Sunday, so I don't have to wait really on anyone. I'll put this video in along with text details as to what the heck is going on regarding all of that. While I was booking, the girl who was taking my booking actually remembered me and remembered Doug. And I cannot thank these guys enough. They actually are not charging me for any of my rooms. So regarding the deposit I laid down, the first 3 people in Pirates to give me $25 are locked in. The first 2 people for Texas Chainsaw Massacre to give me $25 are locked in. Anthony, if you're watching this, you're already locked in as per your Aaron Fest and the Bank Award, but as I said to you in private, Jade would still have to pay for herself. And Resident Evil on Sunday, first 3 people to hand me $25 are locked in. Which leads to an interesting precedent, because a certain voice actress / clown openly tweeted at me, if it's a question of numbers, she'll pay for her ticket whether or not she even does the room, which is an insanely generous offer, Allison. I can't thank you enough for it. If you lock yourself in time, great. If not, hold on to your money until the day of. For anybody who doesn't lock in their money and lock in the money with me, you would still be giving $25, but instead of to me, it would just be to the facility, because the deposit is 4 people, which is the bare minimum. And on my way home, I caught the GO train that was 2 platforms over from where Beth killed herself in Orphan Black. Got to downtown Brampton relatively quickly. Only thing of really note there is I had to detour home when I got to the last major intersection, because from the last major intersection I saw 8, possibly as many as 12 different cop cars. So that was interesting in and of itself. Eventually got home, shaved, which none of you really needed to know, and started filming this. So anyways, that's it, and until next time, I'm Aaron, and unlike Storage Wars, my show's scripted. Thanks a lot.